Hello, hello. So today we are going to be doing a training on mindset and how having these negative emotions and limiting beliefs can really keep you from losing weight and actually cause more fat to accumulate. So we're going to talk about why that is and how to counteract that, because a lot of times when women are focusing on losing weight, they're really only focusing on the food and the exercise. And yes, those are absolutely crucial points to focus on when trying to lose weight. But we need to address more than just the food and the exercise in order to be successful and to be able to sustain that weight loss over time. So when I talk about negative emotions and limiting beliefs, I'm talking about things like fear of failure, anxiety, specifically when we're looking at weight. There's this anxiety around, am I eating the right things? Am I eating enough, or too much? Am I exercising the right amount? Am I doing the right kind of exercise? There's also this feeling of being stuck when you aren't seeing the progress that you want to make. There's fear of failure, there's shame, there's guilt, there's low self-esteem, and there's self-doubt. And all of these come from that idea that builds up over time. We're teaching our body and our mind these patterns that I'm going to try this new method to lose weight. I fail, and then I feel shame and guilty. And when we get into that pattern, we need to learn how to break that pattern, because your emotions and your beliefs, especially the ones that we just talked about, they really do affect your body's ability to let go of fat. So let's talk about why exactly that is. So if you've been following me for some time, the thing that I focus on when we talk about weight loss is balancing your lower three chakras. And the reason that we focus on chakras is because chakras incorporate the energetic, your mindset, your emotions, and the physical. So it's a really awesome way to look at how all of those things are connected and how they can each affect each other, right? We're really getting into that mind-body connection that definitely exists. And when we tell ourselves something, it affects the physical side of us as well. So when we're looking at the first three chakras, these are very much to do with the physical body. Now, all seven of your chakras do govern specific physical areas in your body. But when we're looking at the first three, those ones are the most important to make sure that are balanced when it comes to weight loss. That's because they govern things like elimination and detoxification, digestion, your stress response, your blood sugar balance, your hormone balance, all of these really important things when it comes to actually being able to get rid of body fat and achieve and maintain a healthy weight. Now, when your chakras are balanced, that's when you don't have these physical symptoms. You aren't holding on to that extra weight. You know, your digestion is good. Your hormones are balanced. You're not having any kind of bad stress response. Your blood sugar is more easily able to be balanced. And you're also not experiencing these negative emotions and limiting beliefs, right? You're feeling very self-assured. You have good self-esteem. You're not afraid of things. There's no anxiety. Your creativity is flowing. All of these really beautiful emotions are happening. So all of these things, the physical and the emotion, are good things to look out for when you're focusing on chakra balance. And we call these talents. They're basically just qualities of a balanced chakra. So again, those are the ones that we're looking for when we're looking at the lower three chakra. And again, really focusing on weight loss and the ability to maintain a healthy weight really comes down to a balanced lower triangle, which is your first three chakras. Now, when your chakras are not balanced, then that's when we can see those negative beliefs. We can see those physical symptoms happening that aren't so great. So when we're looking at the first three chakras, we're definitely looking at things like weight gain, inability to lose weight. We're having cravings, energy slumps, feeling stressed all the time, feeling wired and tired, meaning you have trouble going to sleep at night, but you're exhausted during the day. You could be experiencing some signs of hormonal imbalance, whether that's PMS, maybe it's heavy or painful periods, maybe it's irregular or late periods, or maybe it's something more serious like PCOS or endometriosis. All of those things are governed by your first three chakras. And when they're not imbalanced, then that can start to present itself. Now, the interesting thing about chakras is that these things, both these emotional, physical, energetic, and mindset things can happen if they aren't balanced, but these emotions can also affect the balance of our chakras as well. So that's why it's really important to focus on overcoming these limiting beliefs and breaking that cycle of feeling stuck in these negative emotions. Because when you are listening to those beliefs and attaching yourself to these emotions, then you're just throwing your chakras even more out of balance. And what that does, as we've just talked about, is it affects the physical as well. So when you're living in this pattern of self-doubt, low self-esteem, fear of failure, anxiety, shame, guilt, despair, all of those things, what you're doing is keeping your chakras out of balance. And that in turn is messing with your digestion, your detoxification, your hormone balance, all of those things. And what that boils down to is making it pretty much impossible for you to lose weight. So I'm going to give you a few affirmations that you can say to yourself to help you start to break this pattern of living in negative emotions and listening to these limiting beliefs. And affirmations are really great because when we say them enough, then we, one, start to believe them, and two, if they aren't true, then your body feels that, right? It feels awkward saying them if you're saying something that isn't true yet, that you want to be true. And because that feels so uncomfortable in your body, either one of two things will happen. So you'll either stop saying it because it's really uncomfortable, but keep saying it because you want it to happen, or two, because you won't stop saying it and it feels so uncomfortable, your body, your mind, all of that will make you do it, because your body and your mind can't stand that cognitive dissonance or that feeling of being awkward because it doesn't exist. So keep saying them because we want those things to happen. So I'm going to read you a couple of affirmations that I wrote down that are really helpful in counteracting those limiting beliefs. So first one is, I am capable. This one is really good for when we're feeling that fear of failure, when we have that self-doubt, thinking I can't do this, if you feel stuck, any of those. Then we have, I am enough. This one is really good for self-esteem, because sometimes what happens is we try to downplay ourselves, downplay the fact that we're suffering through something, that we shouldn't be suffering through something, but we're saying, oh, like, it's okay. It's really not that bad, even if it does feel that bad. So instead of saying it's not that bad or I'm not worthy, say I am enough. Next up, we have, I trust my body. And this one is really important because, like I was saying earlier, our first three chakras are really attached to our physical body and trusting our physical body. And what happens in our society and our culture today is we are much more up in our head than we are in our bodies. We don't really trust our bodies. We're looking at outside sources, whether that's medical help, whether that's going to Google to look for something, but really learning to trust your body instead of saying, I don't trust my body, I have no idea what's going on, I should just take some pill or some remedy, even if it doesn't feel in alignment with yourself. So really learning to trust your body. So I trust my body. Next one is, my body is strong healthy and knows what's best for me. So again, playing off of that trust of your body, because your body does know what's best for you. And when you start to establish that stronger connection with your body, not only are you helping to balance those first three chakras, but you're getting more in tune with your body so that it's easier to lose weight, understand what makes it uncomfortable, understand what maybe is contributing to that weight gain, and then find ways that feel more aligned with you in order to lose that weight. And then the last one, which is a little longer, but it is one of my favorites. Failure is just the universe guiding me in a different direction so that I can find opportunities that are more in alignment with my energy. So this one is really good if you have that fear of failure, if you are feeling stuck, if you have that self-doubt, really feeling like, I've tried everything and there's nothing out there for me. There is something out there for you, but we really want to tell ourselves that just because this method didn't work for me doesn't mean that's the end, you're broken. No, it doesn't mean that, because everyone's body is different. Everyone needs different focuses on different things in order to lose weight. So understanding that just because something didn't work for you doesn't mean that's the end, you're broken, it's your fault it didn't work. No, it just means that that way was not for you, for your body. So understanding that it's just a learning opportunity for you to go somewhere else and learn that. All right, so to review, we went over what these negative emotions and limiting beliefs can do when it comes to weight loss. And again, we're focusing on chakras, and this is exactly what I focus on with my clients inside of my program, the Empowered Woman's Weight Loss Method, really focusing on balancing those first three chakras, working on overcoming those limiting beliefs, using also food, movement, affirmations, journal prompts, all of that, aligning with your divine feminine energy in order to work on balancing those chakras. And those five affirmations that I gave you are really good to help work on overcoming those negative emotions and limiting beliefs so that you can help work on balancing those chakras, which will again in turn help you let go of that stubborn weight that you've been trying to get rid of forever. So if you like this training, please send me a PM, let me know what you thought of it. And if you're interested in learning more about how to balance your chakras, how to get rid of that weight, more techniques how to do that, then I want to encourage you to book a call with me so that we can work really closely together inside of my program, and I can help you balance your chakras, help you break those negative thought patterns, and let go of that weight.